Hello, my name is Rachel Mikaye, and I'm happy to see you again on Consent Hub. I'm happy to share this space with you. It's been an amazing journey so far, and I hope that you are able to learn a few things, learn and unlearn about consent, and also you are able to have conversations about consent with regards to things happening in your lives or with the people surrounding you. And most importantly, I hope that you are able to question certain things and certain dynamics that do not mean or picture themselves as consent. So do not hesitate to share your thoughts, your questions, your worries with us on this platform. Consent Hub is an initiative by Joshua Initiative, and it is supported by Amplify Change. Today, I'm not going to talk about any particular topic, but share my personal experience with regards to something that happened. And I really hope that out of this, we can learn that when you offer someone something, and they say no, it means no, and when they say yes, it means yes, especially when it comes to relationship, and when women say no, they really mean no. So at the beginning of this month, August, on the 1st August, I was out with friends and I was returning home alone past midnight. I just got off the metro station and I was talking on phone, telling a friend that I am almost home. And my first language of talking was in English, but I live in France. So take note of that. I live in France, and there was apparently a man that saw me in the metro station and heard that I was speaking English, but I didn't pay attention to him until he mentioned it when I was close to my house. The distance from the metro station to my house was 5 minutes walk, and 5 minute walk I was almost at my house when this man asked me about a stadium, and I only told him that the stadium was a little bit ahead and it would only take him 4 minutes to get there. And he then said, "Oh, you speak English? Are you from here? Because I heard you speaking English." But in that moment, I wasn't particularly speaking English. So I quickly put my phone away and I was telling him, yes, I speak English, and I was walking ahead to get home because I could literally see my gate. That was my mistake. I shouldn't probably have gotten inside my house in front of him. So while I was in front of my house trying to barge in, he walked towards me once again and he was trying to talk. He was trying to have a conversation and he was trying to say that, "Oh, can you stay outside? Can we talk a little?" I was like, "I'm just coming back and I need to get home." And he was like, "Okay, can we talk some other time?" I was clearly not interested, and that could have been a clue. I was clearly not interested. So to push him away because he kept insisting, he asked for my number and I gave it out to him. And I went to my house. The following day, this man sent me a text message. I saw it but did not reply. He also called my line while I was at work, and I finally picked up and told him that I wasn't available and I was at work and we can talk later. He insisted he wanted to see me that evening, and I was like, "I have a meeting with friends and I'm not sure we can meet." I also remember that night telling him that I was married, so I did not want to see him. For me, I thought that could be enough reason for to put him away. Jokes on me. So he called again and I blocked his line without picking up. I blocked him everywhere. He had no access to me. So in the evening, he came back to my area. Yes, he came back to where he met me, and I was almost getting into a supermarket when I saw him, and he was like, "You blocked my number." So I quickly rushed into the supermarket and I was telling my friend. I immediately called my friends, like, "This is what I told you this morning. I had someone who spoke to me because I had initially told my friend about what had happened the previous night, and this person found me and I'm currently in the supermarket and I don't know how to get out." While I was in the supermarket, he was calling it with a blocked number and left two messages on my voicemail. The messages in the voicemail were clearly, "I know your house. I'm going to come there and I'm going to ring the bell several times till I get to your husband, and your husband will know that you give your number to strangers, etc." So So I had to wait in the supermarket for a little while. And when I thought it was okay for me to leave, I quickly ran to my house and I didn't come out. That situation made me a little bit paranoid and anxious for a whole week, because every time I have to leave my house, I have to look at my surrounding properly and to be sure he wasn't there. I shared his picture with some of my friends that live in my city, and I had to make sure he wasn't there. And I finally went to the police station the following day to make a deposition, but the police couldn't do much. They only took my deposition and say if he would come again, and I had to also acquire pepper spray on me for just in case. But since then, I haven't heard from him. He hadn't made an attempt to harass me or anything. But that situation, it was really complicated. I can't imagine myself like I can't. I was extremely anxious and thinking about the worst that could happen to me. A man probably seeing me in the street and probably slapping me. What could have happened if he had seen me? What could have happened if he had attacked me when he saw me going to the supermarket, etc. This situation clearly, I may probably not be the only woman going through this, and there are thousands and thousands of women around the globe that have found themselves in similar situations just because a man couldn't handle no. This is why consent is important. I would agree that I didn't clearly state no in the beginning. I was being coerced. I was being understanding to say because it was late and it was not safe for me, and he knew where I was living. It was right in front of my house, and I didn't know how to go about it. Those situations are what compel women every day just to protect their lives. Was he armed? I didn't know. So what if I had said no right there and he takes it badly? Because on the phone I said no and he literally harassed me. And imagine, because at the police station they asked me, why did you give him your number, or why were you in front of your house? I was going home. How would I have known this person will follow me? He only said I wanted a stadium and I gave him direction. And was he armed? I don't know. This situation, just because he couldn't handle no coming from a woman, just because he couldn't handle a woman saying, I don't want you, I don't want to see you. And I was a married woman, and his intentions was that I will come to your house, ring your bell to your husband. No, imagine that was true. Just because a woman said no to you, you want to ruin her, you want to harass her, you want to make her anxious and paranoid. It is really the what several women go through in our society. I really want gentlemen and men to know that no really means no. If she's not lying to you, if she has to lie, if she has to pretend, if she has to question and protect herself from you, then you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't continue, because if a woman likes you, contrary to what people used to think, if a woman likes you, she will make the move. She will make the move. If she agrees, or if she's interested in you, she will probably make also certain steps to meet you in the middle ground. But if she has to lie, pretend, and etc., it is not worth it, and you should accept her no as they come and move on. I really, really want men to understand. It's like you are offering someone candy. There was a video on the internet. It's like you are offering someone a candy and they don't want it, and you keep insisting. You don't know if they have an underlying sickness regards to the candy, they can't take it or not, and you are forcing them to take it. It doesn't make any sense. And the world is not really safe for women because of all this kind of thing, because they are afraid of saying no. Clearly, that situations, I don't know how to take it again. If there is another man on the street asking me, somebody genuinely asking me for their way out, and they approach me, I'll run away. Sincerely, I'll run away, because I do not want to find myself in another traumatic or bad experience. So let's do better. Let's take women's no as no, and try not to coerce, try not to harass, or try not to force people to accept doing something they do not want to do with us. Thank you and see you again next time. Bye.